Happy birthday to me. We did it. Okay, this is a pretty special, momentous occasion for me. Not because I'm like one of those people who thinks my birthday is like
the biggest celebration. Everyone should stop what they're doing from the second coming of Christ, and we should all honor this day because it's just so valuable.
Because this is actually the first time that I am ever publicly celebrating or acknowledging my birthday on my history of the internet. Yeah, that's actually a fact right there. And I've been on the internet for a minute. I've been on the internet for fucking 10 years. Oh my God. I've been on the internet since I was 24 years old. My book Laid came out in 2009, 24, started on the internet. Hence, here we are 10 years later, 34. Let's just get that out the way. Let's just get out the way. 34. And now my second book is coming out. Is that a thing? I'm not sure. Whatever's clever. We're gonna get to that at the very end of the video. I wanna spend this video really talking about how I became comfortable with my age, because I would truly say this is the first year that I've ever felt that way. A lot of you guys have said in the comment section recently, like, I had no idea that she was that old. Like, that's by grand design. I never mention my age. And as a matter of fact, as I was saying, like every year that I have a birthday, I just like don't acknowledge it in hopes that nobody will ask the follow-up question of like, how old are you now? I love being around young people because they look for any excuse to bring up age, talk about their age, slide in their age, whereas I'm just like, I would honestly rather divulge my credit card information, including the passcode at the back, than tell you how old I am. That changes today, obviously, because now I want the world to know. I'm 34 and I'm okay with it. So I'm gonna share with you guys three methods or three things that allowed me to find peace with my age. Number one, Charlemagne the God said this, age is a blessing. And I kind of thought about that and I was like, I guess yes, because the only other alternative to getting older is dying. We look at age so negatively in this society, and yet they have accomplished something that younger people haven't accomplished, which is they've successfully survived for that amount of years. Second, this is a really big one for me. Probably 2 years ago, maybe considerably last year, I released the word young. I'd like caught it and I put that fish back into the ocean and I said, go live your life without me. It's okay. We don't have to be together. I'm not young anymore, and that's okay. I think part of the stress of getting older is when you're really holding on to that word and you can feel it slipping away each year, and then you're also uncomfortable every time someone uses the word young. You're like, do I qualify? Are they talking about me? Should I put myself up in the mix? Should I raise my hand? And now I'm just very comfortable to sit back and then be like, young, 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 not young. And I'm actually really proud of that. I think that here's the difference between young and not young. I'm not old, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm not young. When you're young, you're just figuring things out. You're learning. You need more grace, more empathy, more understanding. You need more help. And when you're not young, it is your responsibility to help the young. Obviously, as we get older, when we're babies, we get all the help, nurturing care, and etc. We start to lose that little by little, and then eventually the roles swap, where you're no longer the person on the receiving end, you're now on the giving end. And that's where I'm at in my career, that's where I'm at in life in general. It is really more about supporting, helping, guiding, nurturing, and being a part of the youth and their upbringing. I mean, even my career in general is truly about helping younger people than me create really healthy, intimate connections, have awesome sex. My earring's about to fall off. I can feel it. Nope, it's fine. And to be honest, I kind of take issue when I see older people or not young people desperately like just clawing for dear life to the young title. Like when the 10-year challenge thing happened, I know a bunch of people obviously in my own age bracket, a little bit older, and just see all of them post these ridiculous photos of them like,
before I looked okay and now I'm shinier and better and more attractive and less wrinkly with time.
And let's not try to pretend that we can compete with the 16-year-olds or 26-year-olds for that matter. Let them have their time and space. Let them have their youth and all the joy that comes with it. They get to have smooth skin and no wrinkles. You get to have credit. You can't have everything. And maybe you're J-Lo and you can. But those are few and far between. For the rest of us, we gotta let it go. Let them play and have that space, and let's support them, and let's not make them feel like we're in competition with them, because we're not, and we shouldn't be. And the final thing that has helped me to become comfortable with my age, honestly, you guys, is accomplishment. When I was 30, I told people I was 28. I was 30 years old, living in a studio apartment, barely making rent. I didn't have a solid career. I still hadn't completed school yet. I didn't have an official job title to my name. I had really nothing to my name. I was like a floater in this country. I wasn't completely solid yet. I mean, I wasn't married, of course, didn't have kids, didn't own a house, didn't own anything. So when people hear the word 30, they assign certain accomplishments, expectations, assets, and I had none of it, and that just really deeply embarrassed me. And so I didn't want when I said my age for someone to like have that question mark in their eyes of like, well, where are your kids? So it was more comfortable for me to lie. And so now that I feel like a fully formed person, I feel like I'm in my purpose. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of who I chose to partner myself with and who I chose as a life partner. I'm proud of where I live. So all of those things, those accomplishments that I made, when someone asks me how old I am, I say 34. And then I feel like I can back that up with what I've accomplished in this planet. Mind you, it's not like, this is the thing too, I recognize at a certain age, things switch from being like, wow, you did that, to, okay, you did that. I'm in the, okay, you did that bracket. You know, it's not surprising by any means of the fact that I've been on this planet for 34 years and I've come this far. I actually take great pride in that too, because I am not a supernova story.
I am slow.
And I've told this story several times before, that I view myself as the person who's walking up the mountain. There's people who take the ski lift up the mountain. There's people who dirt bike up the mountain. I'm the person who's walking. And so for a lot of you who like kind of dip in and out of my life in the past 10 years, you might be like, oh, like that's Shan BOODY, and then okay, cool. And then 5 years pass, you're gonna look at me again and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Now she's there. Like she's walked that far in the space of time. You're not like, how did she get there? Last time I saw her, she was there. Like you're just, I'm not. I'm slow. I'm not an overnight success story. I'm not gonna be a young anything. And like, that's okay. I think that's an inspiring part of the story for, I hope, my viewers. Someone recently said to me who was 26 years old, they're like, I look at you and I just think to myself, how will I ever get there? And I'm like, let's just add some perspective to this. I am 8 years older than you. 8 years older than a 26-year-old. I am 8 years older than you. You have 8 more years to go back to school if you want to start learning about intimate connections and how to form better versions of those, to start dedicating yourself to your passion, to let the world know what you do and what you do well, and to start collecting a following and or a list of clientele. You have 8 more years to really put yourself on the track that you want to be before you have to worry about comparing yourself to me. And when you turn 34 and I am then 42, you'll be like,
oh, look, she's there now. That makes sense, because last time I saw her, she was 34 and she was there, and now she is there. It's been 8 years, so that's logical.
So yeah, that is how we've come to feel okay with the age that we're at. And now is the part of the video where I try and find a smooth transition to talking about my book. And we couldn't do it. That's okay. We're just gonna keep it rolling. I need a favor from you guys. I truly, truly do. So my birthday is tomorrow. I'm turning 34 years old. That's just a recap. If you're thinking to yourself,
you know, this Shan BOODY character, she's been alright to me. She's given me a lot of knowledge. I've seen her grown throughout the years. I feel very close and connected with her. It's her birthday. I want to do something nice for her. First and foremost, am I going to type happy birthday in the comment section? Yes.
That's appreciated. I value you. I read the comments, so thank you. But then if you're like,
I kind of want to do more than that because it's her birthday. I want to go a little bit above and beyond.
Please pre-order my book. Please, please, please. To be honest with you guys, I have never pre-ordered anything in my life, and I deeply regret that sentence now because I didn't understand what the purpose of pre-ordering is. And that's why I say this truly is a favor. Now, mind you, I am going to try to supplement this favor by giving you guys a bunch of free things when you do pre-order, but nonetheless, it genuinely is me asking you to do something for me, because when you pre-order, you signify to the publishing company that this book is doing well. So it gets put in more stores. I have an opportunity to go on a book tour potentially. I have more of an opportunity to create press around myself by saying in pre-order it sold X amount of copies. So if you know, regardless, you're gonna wanna support this book, because trust me, if you watch this channel, you will fucking love this book. I'm not saying that on no cap shit, because I make a lot of content sometimes I'm not 100% thrilled at. This is something that it is incredible. You either spend 22 bucks now or you spend it later, but if you spend it now, it does greatly help me and puts me in a position to accomplish a lot of other really great things with this book. So that is the favor, that is the birthday gift that I'm going to ask. I'm just putting it out there. It's up to you what you do with it from here, but that would deeply and truly mean a lot to me if you guys can go ahead and do that. And like I said, I've created different tiers, so whether you order 1 book, 2 books, 5 books, or 10 books, just say you have a book club, you can order 10, or if you are in university and you are part of some type of chapter, you guys can organize together. Like, the prizes go all the way up to getting like a Crave vibrating necklace. You get access to podcasts, you get discounts off of merchandise, you get discounts off of a course that's gonna replicate what we did in the book. You're going to get the intro as well as the teaser for the book, the prologue, and then plus a bunch of other like behind the scenes stuff, a workbook that helps you identify your own intimate needs. It's a lot of things. So I'm really trying, okay? That's all I want to say. And that's it. Happy birthday to me. I am excited. If, again, you don't live in LA and you want to celebrate my birthday with me, you can pre-order the book. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, I used to think about you when I had no one to talk to. Hella bougie, kinda moody, bouncing when you walk through. And you used to get that Brazilian wax. Yeah, I put that on wax. Cell phone, pull it out the Zillion.